First, all right, so we're just going to start off with some like this. GyakuZuki, slide in, ready? Go back. Yeah. All right, ready, and go. Hey, 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 hey. Good, okay, so switch to the other side. Hey, 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 hey. Good, okay. That's the other side again. Okay, OiZuki. Okay. And while you're warming up, you don't have to put a lot of effort into what you're doing. You're warming up the muscles, but just make sure you work on your form, right? Get everything right. Ready? Go. Hey. Back to check. When you get there, take a second or two to check your form. Ready? Go. Hey. Hold it, check it, and back again. Get a good stretch, make sure you crunch. Hey. Come back. Yep. Ready? Hey. Back. Hey. Back. Good. Hey. Back. Time. Hey. And back again. All right, good. And now mic in. Switch your hands. I'll just slide in mic in. Ready? Also, just take the time to make sure you put your form. Hey. 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 All right. So now my King GyakuZuki combination, right? 2 steps. Ready. Hey. 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 Gotta keep the stance nice and long. Hey. Again. Hey. That. Hey. Hey. All right. Let's go to my gaze. Hey. 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 And switch to the side. Hey. 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 All right. Okay, so we do some side kicks. So, yeah, face one way, maybe you face that way. So let's kick towards the mirror, towards the camera. So you're going to do 10 kicks each side. So after you kick one side, you go to the other side, right? You're ready and go. Hey. Loosen up those hips. Good. All right. So now that you're warmed up a little bit, let's do a little bit of stretching. Get that thing on. Okay, so just do this one now where you just grab your ankle and let your knee kind of hang. Just gently let it stretch. Yeah. And then as you get, as you start to warm up a little bit, try to think about pulling your knee back behind. Keeping the knee bent, but pull it back behind you. Don't let it go in front of you. And if you can, try to crunch tight your stomach. You feel it stretch your quads even more. And then make sure you do the other side, same thing. Stretch it a little bit. After 30 seconds or so, then you can start to pull it back more and tighten your stomach as you do it. Crunch. Try to push your stomach. That's like I said, go back to the Good. So then you can come up the same way this way now, like you're in this position ready for a side kick, for a roundhouse kick. And just kind of flick it out and come back. Just nice and easy. Don't flick too hard. So you're working on these muscles too, right? Tighten those muscles up as you do it. Try to keep your head up as high as you can. Head this way. Lift the knee up more. So watch, guys. I see quite a few people doing this. Don't be too flat. This is like easy to hold your balance, like a straight line. Come up. I don't want you to be a straight line. This should go in here, like this, right? So bring your head up and your shoulders up. Because then you work in these muscles too. That's it. As you can, your shoulders come up. All right, good. So the next one, let me demonstrate over here. You guys can see me here. So you're going to put one hand against something. You guys have a pole there. I see anybody else. You put your hand on the wall or a piece of furniture. I want you to come up in this position like this. You're going to just do some side kicks now. Hold it and come back, right? Hold it. Make sure your heel is above your toes. Keep your shoulders up. Go ahead. Do about 10 or 15 of those. Those start to burn. Try to keep your body where it is, Gavin. Don't go back and forth. Don't go back and forth. Keep your shoulders there. The shoulders don't move. Yeah, hold that position. Yeah, so you're working those muscles there. That's it. Your knee should go to your chest. Your chest. Good. Got to keep your shoulders up nice and high. Don't let your elbow go away from the kick. Watch. Don't do this. Okay, keep everything back here. So keep your shoulder where it is. That's hard work. Good. You can do that. You do a side kick. You really do that. Don't let that shoulder go forward as you kick. Keep it back. All right, good. Now, next, what you're going to do, use it again. You see here? So watch. With a straight leg, toes pointed like a roundhouse kick. Circle here. As high as you can. See, I'm not going to be flat. I'm going to keep this muscle tight right here. Let's go blue circle. Right? Like you're going to do a hook kick. Okay, go ahead. Again, 10, 15 each side if you can, whatever you can manage. Working those muscles. That's it. Think of slapping back. More side. Make sure it's a roundhouse kick position you're in, not like a front kick. You don't want to be doing this, right? You got to be more this way. Yeah, to keep your shoulders back. Don't do this, see? You don't want to be like this. You do this one. Yeah, like that. That's good. Yep. Good. More difficult. But you're working all these muscles here. Very good for you. Good for your core, and actually good for your back too. Good. All right. So the fighting stance. So what I want you to do is just nice and easy. Step behind and do a hook kick. It can be low or high. Doesn't matter. Right? Whichever you can manage. Go ahead. Make your round up people like that. Then switch to the other foot, do both sides. Just do them well. Can you do that? Hey, just start this one. Oh, you're left. Oh, there you go. Right. Yeah, step behind. Let me go down. That's good. Good. Keep your shoulder there, yeah. A lot of people do this, they go like this. You know? Gotta keep the shoulder there. Can't get the height. Nice. Okay, looking good, guys. Keep going. Good. Okay, so do a roundhouse kick there, right? So do the hook kick first. You come in, you go 1 and 2. In fact, you can do it without putting your foot down. Working on your balance a little bit. Yeah. Make sure you can see your foot when you do it, right? You should be able to watch your foot the whole time. Yeah. All right, good. Everybody warmed up enough? Stretched out enough? Okay, so get into left gear. So what I want you to do is just think you're in left gear, but you want to do an OiZuki. So you don't pull back and then do OiZuki, right? You'll never get there. I mean, you could go from here and then, you know, with a bit of a delay, the other guy doesn't know. But don't go like from here and pull back. That's not going to work for you. But keep the hand there, and as you step, get the body past the hand. Right? So what you can think of doing in the beginning is doing 2 punches. Imagine as I'm stepping, I'm going to punch. See? So I bring my body up to the hand and I punch. So this is like fills in the gap. 1, 2. Right? So try that 3 times. From left gear. Yeah. So if you do it with one hand, you're just going like this. Basically, you're doing this. But fill in the gap. 1, 2. So that could be a block as well, right? You move it in, and the guy punches, and you block it. The main thing I'm trying to get you to get the gear change. Changing the gears. Right? The important thing is to get the body to the hand. Don't get the hand to the body. Yeah. See, a lot of people do this, even if you do just a step over punch from right here. A lot of people go like this as they step, they get this. See, from here to the negative. If somebody moves in and attacks me when I'm here, I'm stuck. If I'm here, I can counterpunch with a one-legged punch, right? So that would be one-legged punch. I'm moving in this way. So I come in this way. So my hand is here, I'm in left here, I pull the hand doesn't move. Right? So I get my chest to go to the hand. So it's like the hand is being pulled back, but the chest is going forward, right? Okay, try 2 more times. So a little bit back. Do that. You like it. So let's watch. Okay, good. Now what? The hand's not going to move, right? So step over. Yeah. See that? Back again. So maybe we'll go. Okay. So. Now watch. As she does a step over, okay? Step over. Up. Don't let the hand come back up. Keep the hand exactly where it is. Yeah, and then punch. Right? So the hand does not go backwards, right? You can go forward a little bit if it needs to, but back again, no, that's quite good. So, okay? So everybody thinks she's going to punch with the left hand. And as she goes, go ahead. Oh, yeah. Okay? So she did punch with the left hand, but she doesn't have to, okay? This time go punch with the left hand. Yeah, that's it. So the hand doesn't go back, but also the shoulder doesn't go back. All right? Make sure that from here, everything goes forward. We go forward. Right? Goes back. Can you try it again? Everybody try it again? Make sure you can see yourself in the camera. Good. Now every so often try it without the This way you don't lose the power, right? Otherwise what happens is you do this. Nothing there when you do that, right? Let's just learning how to switch the gears and let the body lead the hand, right? Nice, Clara, that was good. This nice, yeah, go again. Good. Yep. Make sure your shoulders stay down, guys. Nice thing. Yeah. It's like good. Okay, so now try with GyakuZuki. So no OiZuki anymore, just the GyakuZuki. So you're in left gear, you're just going to slide in your front foot. Oh, go. Good. So another thing, when you're left gear, don't have this hand out too far out. So now if you want to punch with this one, you really got to move your body, which is a little bit more of a telegraph, right? So have the hands closer. So I want to block here anyway. I don't want to be blocking out there, right? I want to have my hand here. So when I want to punch with this one, it's almost backward. It's like, also when I'm doing this, I'm making sure that I only have this part as a target, which means the other guy can only get me with one hand, right? If he's on the other side, he's not going to be able to punch me because my chest is set up wrong. Then just get fine with that. Stay up here. Maybe do it the right way. Okay. So right now, I can't punch with my left hand. He's blocked this side of the body off. So it's difficult for me to punch with the left hand. I have to move this way to punch. It takes too long, right? So what I'm doing is I'm being forced to punch with my right hand because the other hand is in front. So have the hand here. Don't have the hand there. Because if it's like this, I can hit him with either hand. I can kick whatever because he's wide open. So what you do is you want to funnel the attack into a small area, right? So now it's difficult for him to punch here because his arm is involved. He has to move to get me with the other arm. So I've limited him now to punching with his left hand, which is difficult, right? Switch his hand. Yeah, I think. Switch your hand. Switch your hand. So now I know he can only. If I want him to punch with his right hand, that's what I do. If I want to punch with his left hand. Now I switch my hand. So I want to punch with his right hand, he has to punch with that one. So I'm limiting him in his attacks, right? So keep the hand more this way. So now what you're going to do is from here, you move this whole side of my body moves into the hand. So I move. So eventually I don't have to do such a slow movement. All I do is I just launch everything and go. Just launch and go, right? So on the way in, I'm switching gears. So let's try it. You can do it slowly now. Okay. Let's switch gears on the way. Do it again. Don't step over. And then go ahead. That's it. So we want to be we're going to do that. So I'm wondering you need to do that. Go ahead, try. Hold. Now let's do one backwards. A little bit. Good. That's looking quite good, huh? Right? That's it. But Clara, you could be a little bit back too far here. Try to get that to be more. So they're expecting you to punch with this one. But then you hit them with the other one. Yeah? Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah, so anything you do, one-legged punch, GyakuZuki, or OiZuki, it's all the same thing. My hand is here. Want to do one-legged punch? It's not just a minute. Right? Want to do GyakuZuki? OiZuki? They're all variations of the same thing. Right? But how do you get power when you punch? You get power from doing this or not? How do you find out?
We're going to hold it back until it comes around the hole.
So what happens is we end up in this position.
Right, but even equal, it's no good. This has to get out front.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than nothing if you get a short one. Yeah, but it's better to do it forward. Because the hand doesn't go backwards. It's forward, forward, never backwards, forward. Yeah. The only time you go backwards is if I was blocking. If I was here, this hand can move back because I'm blocking. Something's happening. I wouldn't want to do this though. Punch. Right? But if I'm blocking, I can switch the gears. 1, 2. This out. Okay, let's do a little bit of the blocking, okay? So we're going to do your left here. Ready? So now you see when I'm in left gear, this hip is backside. Right? I don't want it to be forward. It's back. See, the hands, it's like walking, right? The hands go opposite to the legs. So left gear is going to be this way. Right gear, more this way. Rotate in, right? This is left gear. So when I'm here, as I block, as I switch my hands, this hip comes to this elbow. Think this shoulder stretches, this chest goes forward. 1, 2, right? So here, 1, 2. 1, 2. So get the hips to work with the hands. 1, 2. You're doing this motion. That's it. Oh, see, this is more flat. That's kind of a little bit like before. Imagine you're leaning over this. More flat. You don't want to shift the weight. You want to go forward on your knee. You just want to push this part. Just loosen that a little bit. So make this a little sharp. You can, yeah, exactly, yeah. However you want to do it. It can be this way. Close. Yeah. That's looking good, guys. So you can make it a little bit sloppy and loose in the beginning to get the feel for it. You make sure you have some range of motion. Okay? And then after a while, it just becomes very short. Very short movement. Yeah, you can go.
Just hold it up. It's just not.
Yeah.
Because then you can stop. Then they go to be blocked down. It's
Right.
the thought process to either go or not.
Okay, good. So let's just say you want to punch my finger. Right? Not from left here, because left here you already kind of set up. Imagine you're in right here. And I think, well, you can only punch with this hand because this hand's out, right? But what I'm going to do is I push from here and I move my chest to the hand. Right? So try the same thing here. So the back leg is what pushes, so the energy transfer comes through this way. So if I'm here, the hip is already in. All I do is I push more, but I let this chest go to the hand. 1, 2. I don't want to go like this. I don't want the shoulder to go backwards. All right? It goes forward, 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 right? Just try that. Get used to that coordination. Yeah.
Look at that row. You step over like that.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah. But you could try a double punch, right? So if I'm here, if I were to do a punch and a punch, it's the same thing. Punch and a punch, right? So let's just say I punch. Now my hand and my chest together. The only thing is this hand is coming backwards. If I went 1, 2, it's the same thing, except that I don't punch. Right? So I'm here. Okay. Gonna try to get power somehow, right? Keep going, guys.
So that you can push your weight into your mountain.
That's it.
So push that up into your
That's it.
So yeah.
And you could be blocking too, right? It could be here. I could block with this one. Block.
Yeah. You push, don't focus on that. Leave it there. Push into it. Set it first. And then go.
That's it. You can leave the back up behind.
It's just giving yourself some leverage.
That's it, guys. You're starting to get, trying to get you to do a lot of different things. So you can get used to the motion. Eventually, you're going to tighten it up, and you're not going to feel it. It'll be a little bit tighter. But now, I do it myself. I make it big while I loosen up, so I never forget that coordination, right? That way you understand it better, too. Try a few more.
What we're doing is push, push. Here, just stand now. We're trying to push the power to the other side of the body. It just kind of helps. We can push it. It's like you're going to reach forward to grab something, but just hold that one out. If you're doing it too gracefully, you're going like, this like builds up the energy and then yank it. Yank this one back and pull the other way. The other two further back. It comes forward a little bit, comes forward slow, and then that one comes out 4 times as fast as that one was good. It's because of you. Okay. Just keep thinking slower here, faster here. I get it pretty fast.
Okay. So now I want you to think of 4B, right? Combination of 4B. A kick and a punch. So just do a few, just kind of get yourself ready for 1, 2. Kind of loosen up a little bit. 1, 2. Okay, so try from left here now. Okay. It's the same thing, right? So what I'm doing is, as I'm kicking, this hip comes forward, which means I'm changing gear. Like we did in the step over punch, right? When I did OiZuki from here, this side came forward, boom. So now when you do it with the kick, same way. Right? So you kind of have to use the other hand to help keep you on balance. I'm going to go from here, 1, 2. Okay? So you're here, 1, 2. Switch gears in the middle. Yeah. Switch as you kick.
Yeah.
So as your hip is coming forward, that's when you change gear. Change gear here. Now the motion of the hip to the kick is what gives you the power. Let me get out of the okay, come in, but you can see. You guys can be close to the middle. As long as you can see it. Well, there is that. There is that. One day. Right?
Your mom's got that 5'8".
People sometimes go on. Yes. Put some shoes on.
It's like 12 horns.
Yeah. But you could continue to grow a little bit. You know, always put the growth away. Sometimes it's possible. Are they really short?
Yeah, like 5, 6.
You gotta be careful. I just think
They can't walk. They grew about 5 inches. They're a little wobbly for a while.
like a big puppy.
Yeah, it is. You know it's coming.
Yeah. That's it. 1, 2. So don't worry about bringing the knee back. You know, the knee can drop a little bit. But what happens if the knee comes back, it tends to slow your punches. You tend to have a gap. 1, 2. Because the foot and the hand want to work together. You wouldn't go like 1, 2. They work together, see? Together. So if you do a big motion with a kick, you end up with a big gap. Right? But keep the knee there. The knee can drop a little bit. It can drop. But don't let it go back, right? Yeah, keep the guy away. Yeah. Well, if he tries to block and punch, you have the knee in the way in front of you.
Go back.
Yes. Should have good enough balance to choose a good way to do it. So the idea is going to be like, not boom, boom. We want to go 1, 2. But the guy will block and counter in between that. That could be like 1. We're going from left here, right? Feel that working in the body. Go slow.
It's not hard to shift gears, actually.
It's already doing it. If you didn't do that, we'd go.
Yeah.
But then switching, it's like walking. Counter rotation to stuff. You go like this, and it takes less of a turn back.
Yeah, you do it from right here. There's less of a turn.
Yeah.
And it feels off.
It's easier. You want to be able to do anything from any position. The important thing is that your shoulder doesn't go back. You want to do this. It takes too long. All right, good. So let's go through some kata. So you got it. Okay, we're gonna do start off with the peanuts, right? So peanut showdown.
Peanut showdown.
Right. Check your stance. Right. Check it now. So, right. Right. And right. 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 Take it to turn. Right. Right. Coming. Good. Coming. Mira. Ready? Mira. Right. 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 Make sure you sit down into that stance. Squeeze the butt. Right. 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 As you turn there. Right. Nice deep stances here. Right.
Okay, quiet.
Right. Right. Turn. 1, 2. Right. And 1, 2. Good. Yeah. With your hands, sometimes that's your legs. Yeah. All right, good. Let's do the sandan. Ready? Okay, Piran sandan.
Peanut showdown.
Right. 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 Yes, that. Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, backwards.
All right, good. Let's do yanda. This one, right? Piran yanda.
Peanut showdown.
Right. Hold it there. Make sure your toes are turned 45 or more. Take your back foot. Make sure it's 45 or less. Right. Long stance. Cast stance again. Right. Right. 1, 2. And hold it there. Check here. Okay. On the next one, check it. Right. Ready. Right. 1, 2. And hold it there. Good. Right. 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 Cast stance. Check your cast stance. But then you go too fast and you do that. Right, hold it. Back of the turn, that's it. Right, kick my foot. Good. Right. 1, check your back foot. 2, 3. Right, right. Good. Turn 1, right, and 2. Yeah, man. Good. And to go down. Okay, ready? Piran go down.
Peanut showdown.
Right. 2, 3. Feet together, so touching. But make sure when you turn to the next one that the back foot turns, right? And you go into cast stance. 45 degrees of this. Right. That's nice. Right. Long stance. Right. Long stance. Right. Right. 1, 2. Right. Right. Slide. Right. Jump. Good. Right. Jump 1 and 2. Go down. And yum. All right, good. Sapai. Remember it? Clara, maybe you don't know because you may not have done it so much, right? Just if you know it, Clara, follow along as far as you can. Otherwise, just watch, right? Okay. Maybe we'll face that way. All right, you ready? Get feet together. It's Sapai.
Right.
and 1. Good. Hey, step up and go. Hey, step over. 1, 2, elbow. Hey, step in. 1, 2, 3. Kick. Elbow, right back. Hey, turn. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Break. Step around. Break. That's it. And step back this way. Good. Hey. Move in. Catch the leg. Hey. Hold on. You gotta take the leg off. And came back and block. Ready? And go. Hey, other side now. 1, 2, 3. All right. And next one, you're going to go to here, right? Go. Hey, step up this way. 1. Hey, step over. Boom. Turn. Some of you might be difficult because these little pieces get left out while I was teaching. Okay, but catch up. You're here now, right? Everybody in this position. So the next one is you're going to block, big block, block, grab, kick. Oh, go. Hey. That's it. Grab, block, kick, and boom. Turn to the other side. You're here. All right. And then again. Block, 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 grab, kick, boom. Good. And the next one, you're going to go to here. And hey, 1, 2, step back, and jump. All right. It's a little confusing because some of you just learned it, and it's hard to do the terms when we're teaching it on YouTube, on the Zoom, right? So I left some of those out, but at least you know most of the moves. Keep practicing it. All right, let's finish up.
Line up. Piece together. Tumble. Very good.
All right, let's finish up. Ready?
Right.
Thank you. All right, cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's Saturday. Thanks, guys.
Nice to see you, Senior.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, Clara. Take care.
Go this way again.
Yes.
There we go.